Hey everybody, so I thought today we could do a getting ready with me video. I'm going on girls night tonight, so I am really crazy excited to go out because I have been in the house with these two babies for, what is today? Like I'm losing track, I think it's 6 days. I did make it to Wegmans yesterday, but I am excited to go out and I already have my foundation on, I've already blow dried my hair, and now I'm gonna do my eyeshadow. So the eyeshadow that I have been loving is Makeup Geek. I bought a Z palette, which I always thought was so awesome, and I've always wanted one. After I had my melanoma surgery, when I was sitting on the couch recovering, this is what I was doing. It's like looking at all these eyeshadow colors. And looking back, I would get a few more lighter colors that are matte for like transition shades. So I think I'll be adding to my collection soon. So every time I do my eyeshadow, I start with a super big fluffy brush. This particular one is from Ulta, the It brushes from Ulta, and this is a number 105, and it's just super fluffy. And I'm going to pick up this color right here, which I'll tell you the name of it just in case you want to know. This is Peach Smoothie. This is a great transition tone, I think, for a lot of people, many skin colors, but for me particularly, I think it's nice. So I'm just going to start here in the corner and blend it out. And this is a light shade, and with this fluffy brush, it just kind of gets it everywhere. So once most of the product is off of my brush, then I'm going to bring it up just a little bit under the eyebrow bone. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Starting right here. Usually I start right here and just kind of go in circles and then go into the windshield wiper motions. Back and forth, just making sure it blends seamlessly. Get a little bit more. And it's really important, you guys, to use an eyeshadow primer. That will really make sure that the colors are really true and that they don't crease with your the oils in your eyeshadow or in your lids. It won't seep through your eyeshadow and look messy and greasy later. So if you don't use one, you might want to consider starting to use one. It is a game changer. Okay, so once you have those two blended out, I then go with a bit of a smaller brush. I'm going to be using this one today. So it's a little bit similar to the other one. It's just a little bit more dense and a little bit more narrow. So then I will go to another color, and I think I'm going to go with this coppery shade right here. So same thing, just dip it in there. And I'm going to start in the same spot right here and do the same exact motions, layering in the color. And I'm primarily going to stay just in the crease and outer corner with this color. I am not going to blend it up by my eyebrow bone even when most of the product is off. This color would be too dark to bring up that high and it would not look nice. Okay, so doing that same motion on both eyes, that's what we're left with right now. And now I'm going to go to even a smaller, more denser brush, and I'm going to go in with the darkest color yet. And I think today I'm going to go in with this one right here. And I know it seems really dark. I think this one is called Cherry Cola. Yeah, Cherry Cola. So I'm going to go straight in. Don't go to the side because then there'll be like too much product on the side of your brush. So just straight in, a couple of taps. And these eyeshadows are so pigmented. I mean, look at that. That's amazing, awesome. So you only really need a little bit. So you go in here and you do the same sort of motion, except for I probably will not bring it in as far into the inner corner. I'll stay closer here to the outer corner. And blend it up and out just a little bit to kind of get that cat eye look without having to do too much work. So same thing, other side, starting right here. So you can kind of see I make a V a little bit, and then from that V I just start blending that out. And the lines are a little bit harsh right now, you'll see, but we're gonna go back in and we're going to blend it just a little bit more. So just making sure I'm getting the shape kind of the way that I want it to be. Let me get a little bit more on that one. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with my original brush, the biggest, fluffiest brush, and I'm gonna go back in with that really light color and buff it out. So back in with Peach Smoothie, and then right where the transition is, that's when I'm gonna buff it out. So same motions, these same windshield wiper motions and circles, it's the same thing that you do. And see how that harsh line there is gone and it seems more smoky. That's exactly why you go back in with that transition shade and it ties it all together. And it really just makes it look beautiful and smoky, like you worked super hard. And I mean, if I was doing this without talking through and trying to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing, I can probably do this in 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how much time I wanted to take on it. But I feel like that's a decent amount of time. Like, that's not that much time to have a great eye look. So this is where I'm at. And because I'm going out on girls' night and I want to have a little bit more of a smoky look, I'm going to use this brush. It is flat. And it's great for coming in here and just kind of connecting this. So I'm gonna go in with my second darkest color right here, and I'm just gonna push that into the lash line and connect that right here. Do the same thing on the other side. Come down. Okay. And then on the other side of this brush, it's just a really fat, dense one. I'm going to take just a tiny bit of the darker color and just go right here in the corner. Same thing on the other side, just right here on the outer corner, that is it. And so now I'm gonna go back in again with this lighter color to buff it out. And so you kinda can see that it's really about bringing that lighter color back into the game and helping you buff out. And a lot of people don't want to put eyeshadow down here, but just do a little bit at a time and don't give up on the blending part of it, because that really is where the magic happens. Just blend, 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 blend. Okay, so now you can see where I haven't done really very much to the actual lid. So I'm going to come in here and probably use a combination of these two shadows here. This gold one is called Magic Act, and this is almost like a pinky pearl. It's called I'm Peachless. So I'm going to just use this flat brush and tap both eyeshadows together, and then I'm gonna come in and go all over the lid with that shimmer shade. And you don't want to like do like this. You really want to just pat it in place so you don't get too much fallout. All right, now I'm gonna put on some mascara, and right now I'm using 2 samples that I got. These are, it's the same sample, but it's Lash Domination. I usually like to mix together and excuse my like really weird way I have of doing this. I put it all the way at the bottom, jiggle and pull up, and that is how I get, for me, that's the best technique. So do that on both sides, of course. And then usually I mix mascaras because I find that one isn't good enough. I do like a thickening one and a lengthening one because I really need both for my eyelashes. So why not mix them together while it's still wet? Just throw on another coat of a different mascara. And I always do that. See that? Like every single time I get my mascara somewhere. It's so annoying. I don't know why I do it. But wait till it dries all the way. Don't do it when it's wet because you'll just smear it, get a Q-tip, and it'll wipe right off. Promise. Okay. So there you have the eye look. I am gonna go ahead and put on some of this Burt's Bees blush base in. It is just a really light lipstick. And I like it because it's more all natural. And then I have a little lip gloss to go over top of it to soften it, to kind of bring back in those like gold flecks. I'm adding this onto it. So I almost try to match my lip gloss to like the color of eyeshadow I'm gonna use. And put this on over. And I think it looks great. I feel pretty, I feel polished and put together, and you can see this video is 11 minutes long so far. So if I wasn't doing this tutorial and talking to you and thinking about doing everything at once, I could definitely do this in 10 minutes. The very last thing I want to tell you is this Becca highlighter. This one is in the shade Moonstone. I usually just take my ring finger and I will come in here and put a little bit in the corner of my eye and then a tiny bit up here, and that just helps to lift the eye, and then also right there on the Cupid's bow. So I hope that you guys like this tutorial, and I hope that you like the eye look. I think it is really pretty. And I think it is really fast and easy go-to. So I hope some of those tips and tricks helped you along the way. Just remember, start out with a lighter color and a bigger brush. And as you go in with darker colors, go with a smaller and smaller brush, and then go back in with that big brush and just buff it all out, and you will be a pro in no time. All right, guys, if you like this video, please comment, please share, and please like it. If you want to see more videos like this, comment below and let me know, yes, I want more videos like this, and I'll do more stuff like this for you guys. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.